Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2003. It is race 9 out of 36 here in the year 2008. It is time to go to Kansas Speedway for the first time in this playthrough. So, the last race, we finally got to victory lane at the Pontiac Excitement 400. Our first win at 08 and our, title defense season from 2007. Here's an updated look at the championship. So everything's kind of tightening up at the top except for Dale Jarrett, right? Gordon, Earnhardt, Johnson, throw a blanket over them, right? You can even throw Tony Stewart, Martin. I mean, think about it. From 6th place to up to 3rd place, I mean, you could literally throw a blanket over. It's just a few spots here and there. But we're finally into the top 10. We're 8th in points. We're very close behind Kurt Busch, and we got a shot at it, we got a shot at it, and that's all you can really hope for. So, your upcoming schedule here, we got Kansas, going to be the Protection 1 400. That's going to be the first Kansas race in this playthrough, so that's going to be fun. Then after that, it's a Darlington night race, the 400-mile events, and then we got the Talladega Super Speedway, the first of 3 Talladega races in this season. It's going to be crazy. And then after that, the Coca-Cola 600, and that kind of, leads into where the summer would be. Now, the Napa 500 kind of takes that Dover post-Coke 600 date. So really, this is a spring race. That's when the summer would start at the Pocono 500. So the springtime is starting to wind down. Our paint scheme, though, look, we've had 4 straight top 5s with this paint scheme, but it's time to change it. So what we're going to run, the peel out real and forward. And let's go to Kansas. Why not? Dude, that was freaking awesome. That was so freaking cool, bro. I wish I could get this thing turned around to see it. Look at that. That is so cool. That is just so cool. So our Goodyear tire test at Kansas proved that these things are built like a tank, that you can go 39 laps, probably 45 without doing the slipping and sliding. These tires last that long. That is freaking impressive, bro. So after a very positive Goodyear test, here we go, folks. The first race at Kansas in this playthrough, the Protection 1 400. We didn't qualify good. 18th place, not good, not where we need to be. We got to be out here, and we got to get points, guys. We got back-to-back top 5s, 4 in a row. I think this is like, this kind of reminds me of the Daytona road course in 2020. Everyone's just like, what the heck's going to happen, right? There's so many news here. Everyone's trying to learn the track. Here we go, folks. Let's go and sit it down trackside from Kansas.
Hello and welcome to the Kansas Speedway for the running of the Protection 1 400. What a great facility this is, Barney. What do you think of this track?
This track is a 1.5-mile trioval like Chicagoland and Las Vegas. Most of these drivers are still learning things about this track. We should see quite a show.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. comes to the track with the hopes of maintaining his top 5 points position.
Oh yeah, and all these guys in the top 5 are fighting hard week in and week out to gain as many points as possible. It's harder to pick up spots once you're into the top 5.
The 103 car really needs a good finish in this race. He's got a long way to go on the points list.
And how frustrating that must be. You're working just as hard as everyone else, yet you just can't seem to finish well on race days to gain the valuable points you need. These guys need a good finish just to regain their confidence as a team.
Jeff Burton has a remarkable qualifying average this year.
Yeah, that team has made great strides in improving their qualifying setups, and it shows with all the top 10 starts they've made.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Here we go, folks. It's Jimmy Spencer, Ryan Newman on the front row. Here we go, Kansas 2008. Now, this is only one race here in Kansas in 08. If it's a good racetrack in the AI versus the player competitive racing, if it's good, we might have 2 here, right? I'm not opposed to that idea, but you know, the best 1.5 mile in this playthrough is Texas, right? The AIs go all out. it is so much fun to race there because the player versus AI, they're so equal, man. Anyone can win it. I'm hoping that we can see that style racing here at Kansas. So even though we're in 08, we're already building the 2009 schedule. So this is a big date for this playthrough. As the car is super loose, I might add, but we worked on the setup big time. I mean, we worked on this setup, and I'm still used to the freaking Goodyears being blown out on this thing. Holy crap, we're racing in a Winston Cup race. So we're in 20th place here. We're qualifying 18th. And, you know, winning our first race last Saturday night was pretty big. Now, this track really does remind me of a slower version of Chicagoland. I feel like this is going to be a nip-and-tuck type of track. You're going to really need good straight line drafting help to actually make moves on people. You gotta use off-throttle time. You cannot go wide open here, even on brand new sticker tires. No, you got to get off the throttle because this track just doesn't have the banking that a Texas or a Charlotte Motor Speedway would have. So you really gotta get off the throttle here. But again, the drafting is going to, I think, win this race. If you can draft, you're going to have a shot to win this race. But if you're, you know, stuck out by yourself on a post-green flag pit stop and you need 10 spots, good luck. You need to get them right now because everyone's within drafting distance. But yeah, this is a brand new race for this playthrough. We have not ran this track. Of course, the first season was 2002. We pulled it off the schedule, so... In this gameplay lore, this whole NASCAR universe here, Kansas was only ran in 2001. So, after that, it was pretty much taken off the schedule. I'm open to maybe bringing back New Hampshire for 09, who knows, maybe even Dover. I'm open to any of it, you know, any of those racetracks. But this being our first go and our first time racing at Kansas on Thunder 2003, I would probably say maybe 4 years. So it's been a long time since we've actually raced Kansas. I'm still pretty dusty on this track, so... I mean, yes, we've ran it in the NASCAR Thunder 2004, but the driving model is significantly different. I gotta get around Tony Stewart here. I gotta get around him. There's Johnson there. Gotta get around him, too. I just feel like the car has like a restrictor plate to it. That's what it really feels like. The car is just really sluggish on corner exit like Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Sterling Marlin's going to put us in a funnel there. Nowhere to go. Trying to stand on it. Martin's not even going to give us room. He's just going to just move us up into Tony Stewart. Thanks, Martin. You know, you open the door and your teammate moves you up. I would have done the same thing. It's all good. 23rd place here. We got to get around these people, man. We got to get around them. Oh, sorry, Dodge. Sorry, Dodge. Come on, car. Dang it, man. I just feel like the car, it just doesn't have... Oh, there's Tony Stewart. Oh, my God. I did not even see him, dude. I didn't even see him. Holy sheesh. That did not work out. Now we got rear damage to the car. And we're running 27th with a slow race car. This is not good. So, I didn't even see... Tony Stewart there when I turned left. So you can see a little bit of spoiler damage that's going to hurt your straight line speed and your downforce. Sorry, Dodge. Use him as a glancing board a little bit there. Just trying to stay with these guys, man. Come on, car. Get around Craven. Maybe we'll be faster as the tires wear. You know, that's kind of what I'm hoping. Oh, sorry, Jimmy. We got him loose there. Dang it. It's just they get off the corner so much more, just so much faster, honestly. I mean, they just have so much more horsepower off the corner. There we go, diving the corner there. There we go, there we go. Tiptoe. Sorry, Labonte. Oh, crap. I'm sorry, buddy. Look, I gotta get back up to the front here, man. We need these points. This is definitely a wild card race. I mean, heck, Jimmy Spencer's out front. It's not going to be, you know, as Darrell Waltrip would say, it's NFL. It's not for long because... Oh, Dale Jarrett's going to probably win this freaking race, but, you know, Yates horsepower, man. There's a lot of new going on here. I mean, heck, Sterling Marlin, Mark Martin, Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon. They're just trying to get into the top 15. That's what I'm saying. This is really looked at as a wild card event because no one knows who's truly going to win this race. Jarrett's probably got the home run opportunity, but, I mean, look how much faster they are up the corner. How do you compete with that, guys? I mean, it's ridiculous, man. I mean, I'm trying to stand on it. Like, we get good in the apex, but the corner exit, it just lacks so freaking bad, dude. I don't know how we get up here. I mean, freaking everyone else is struggling with the new racetrack. There we go. Finally, we get back to the inside here. We got to protect the inside at all costs. We cannot give it up. Even if we have to run a slower line, we just got to keep that inside. Well, if I can get underneath Steve Park here, that'd be good. Come on, there we go. Blend, blend, blend. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Thank you, Steve Park. All right. Tires are already worn. Oh, crap. Contact with the one car. That's going to woe everyone up. I think Mark Martin might have clipped him, and I think I ran up and clipped him as well. So that's just unfortunate right there. There's Jeff Gordon. Hello, Gordon. Move him out of the way, buddy. Keep digging. We're up to 17. So it looks like the AI's tire wear is actually... Oh, hello, Sterling Marlin. We went for the same piece of real estate there. It looks like the AI's tire wear. Oh, sorry, Benson. Holy crap, I'm getting to everybody here. Oh, no, this ain't good. Cats are already pitting. But it appears to me that the AI's tires are slowing down significantly here. Come on, come on, come on. There we go, underneath. Dang it, I'm so sorry, Benson. I cannot hold the inside to save my life here. Your race leader is still Jimmy Spencer, who's probably going to get the most laps led today here at the Protection 1 400 at Kansas Speedway. What is the pit strategy here? I mean, I truly don't know. That's what I'm saying. This is such a interesting event because no one truly knows how this race is going to play out. Like, if we put Dover back on the schedule for 2009, I mean, who knows how that one's going to play out, right? Because you just don't know. It's been so long since you've raced there, anything could happen. So now we're in the top 10, granted, of the pit stops. When do we pit here? Do we want to pit early? I mean, tire wear, I don't know. I think we need a pit now. I think we need a pit now. Screw it. Let's pit. Not really sure what I'm doing, but I'm just going to do it. Okay, no damage repair. Keep the car the same. Keep it loosey-goosey. I'm going to drop the PSI just a tad to get a little bit higher acceleration there. Look, we don't have a top 10 car. We barely have a top 15 car, so thank God there's only one race here at Kansas this season because we're still learning this track. Even though I ran like 38 laps in practice, most of it was ran on old tires. I'd say the difference between qualifying speed and 38 lap old tires is probably 3 seconds, because it was like a 30.6 to like a 35.6, or 33.6. So there's a significant drop off with just 5 lap tires. So you can imagine what 10 lap tires would do. We pitted right at the halfway point, so I don't know if this is genius or this is stupid. I literally just blended into line there. I just pulled a Kevin LePage. I'm so sorry, 63. So now we got even more rear damage to the car. That's going to slow it up even more in the straight line. Terry Labonte, of course, pits in front of us. I didn't even know. That's my bad. Got Robbie Gordon there. Trying to draft with him. We're going to have a little bit higher acceleration, so that might be able to help bail us out with that rear damage. I want to stand on it, man. We're going to have to run qualifying trim here. We're going to have to run Q trim and just hope and pray to God we can stay ahead of Jeff Gordon here. Your race leader's Dale Earnhardt Jr. Jarrett's already pitted, so that might be the money stop if Jarrett pitting early, utilizing that fresh Goodyears to get him some track position. So don't be surprised he walks into victory lane here. Jeff Gordon's just going to just blow the doors off our Sitco Ford Taurus here. We got to get around him, though. Hey, let's use him as a drafting partner if we can. There we go, there we go. Stand on it. You know, the entry to the corner is so similar to kind of like Las Vegas, how we gain on them, but we lose on them on corner exit. So, I'm not really sure what we're doing wrong here, but I think we just got to get better at the setup. Got to get better at the setup, got to get the car dialed in more, because I don't think it's just like handling-wise. I think it's just gear ratio-wise we really need to work on here. Because the car turns good, it's just, I feel like we're just lacking just a few miles per hour of speed off the corner. So I think if we could work with the gear ratios a little bit more, we might be able to force that out of the engine. Anyways, we got a gaggle of cars here. Jimmy Spencer, your pole sitter, is going to group up here right behind Kurt Busch's Ford. And everybody's, I mean, throw a blanket on everybody here. No one's going to be able to get around each other. I'm going to try to see if I can get a little bit of a nose underneath Gordon. There we go. That kind of worked. Oh, God, the car's so loose, man. I couldn't hold it inside. And Hamilton's going to try to get underneath this. Will slam the door. Come on, car. If we didn't have drafting help here, bro, I tell you what, we wouldn't even be in the same ballpark. And you want to know the difference between fresh Goodyears and old Goodyears? Look at Jimmy Spencer. He was leading coming to the pit stop sequence, and now he's outside the top 10, and Dale Jarrett's out front. So we made the right call, I think, pitting when we did. I think we made the right call because the difference between new and fresh tires, like I said, 5 to 10 laps, it's at least a second. 5 to 10 laps is at least a second. Put that in perspective. That's like having a slow pit stop worth of speed right there. So that's track position. I think everyone's just struggling though. Besides Dale Jarrett, I think everyone is just struggling with this racetrack right now. I cannot get a freaking run, dude. I tell you, it's like a restrictor plates on this car. The horsepower is not there. Got to get better at these setups, man. Like right here, car it just bogs down so freaking much, man. And I can't get that run. If this was Atlanta or if this was Texas, man, we would be right there behind Hamilton. Through and through. There we go. He's going to open the bottom. Yo, you open the bottom, buddy. I'm underneath you. Oh, this car just bogs down on corner exit, and it just will not take off. It freaking bogs down, and it sucks. Look, our tires are only getting worse. Got to make a move. Come on, man. Just freaking get out of the way. Go, 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 go. Look, we're trying to stay in this top 15. We need to be with Gordon, though. We need to be with Gordon because Gordon is going to be a championship contender. We need those points. I'm so sorry, Ricky Craven there. Kenseth, though, is right there in front of us. He's quietly had an interesting season. Jarrett is out front, so literally Robert Yates Racing is 1 and 2 right now. I mean, they are just dominating. They've just showed up, and they have just smoked the show. If I get Gordon off that bottom, we can get underneath him here. I feel like Gordon probably has a top 3 car, but he's just having troubles passing people. Because the AI just doesn't pass well. Because each AI car has a bubble. Like, you see how Kenseth moves up there? Because we went into the inside or the left side of the car bubble. Anytime there's a car near them, they move out of the way. So if there's a car ahead of them, they reduce their speed. So that's why the AIs are so slow passing other cars. It's because they have a sensor, and that script tells the car to slow down. And of course, we just hit the fence. So there we go. Gordon's going to be gone here with 3 to go. And we're in 15th, thank God. But we've got to hold off Craven and Jimmy Johnson, it looks like. I mean, this car just doesn't have the speed at all. I mean, freaking 158 off the corner. You got to be kidding me, dude. I know we got old tires, but I mean, holy crap. And Dale Jarrett definitely picked out the best strategy. But I say we pitted at a good time, though. We pitted early. And pitting early does not work at every racetrack, folks. It does not work. So you really have to kind of plan accordingly to each racetrack. You know, there's special horses for special courses. And I think Kansas is definitely becoming one of those. Jarrett pitted early, took advantage of the fresh tires, and look, I mean, he is just... Jimmy Spencer ain't even the same ballpark. That's how bad his pit stop sequence was. And tough break for Rusty Wallace. He's blowing up on the inside. Caution would end the race here. Jarrett or Ricky Rudd. It's going to be Jarrett. He's going to be taking the white flag here. So a dominating, perfect day pretty much for Robert Yates Racing. And Jarrett really becoming a contender for the 08 championship. Trying to hound down Kenseth here. I don't think we're about to get him, though. I mean, we really got to go to the drawing book. But hey, that puts us up to 14th, though, with Rusty Wallace's engine failure. So that's, hey, that's extra 3 points right there, pretty much. I'll take it. I think the next time we go to Kansas, though, definitely got to work on the gear ratios. Got to get that tuned up. Plus, it didn't help that we qualified bad, because we qualified with a setup that... Oh, my God, what the heck's going on with Jeff Gordon there? He just got so freaking loose. That puts us up to 11th. It's a God-given miracle. Holy crap, thank you, Lord. So now we just gained probably 7 to 8 points extra right there, and we're 1 spot out from a top 10. Thank you, Jesus. So what I was saying is we qualified before we got the setup in the car, basically. Like, we didn't do 38 laps of testing than qualifying. So I think, hey, 11th place, I say we caught a lucky break right there, folks. Wow. So that was really interesting. So this is the difference. Jimmy Spencer pitted after Dale Jarrett. He was leading at the time. It was a 9.9 second gap. Go back to my my point with 5 to 10 laps, older tires is at least 1 second slower than fresh tires. So you can only imagine if you have an extremely good car like Dale Jarrett and Ricky Ruddle. Obviously, the Yates program built the best cars going to Kansas. They took full advantage of the field's inexperience here, and they walked away with a huge Winston Cup win. They pitted 1 lap earlier, pretty much, and they blew the doors off the competition. They knew what they were going to do before the race even started here. I mean, think about this. 15th place for Rudd, finishes second, and Dale Jarrett, I mean, just steals one from Jimmy Spencer. Granted, Spencer didn't have the best car, maybe not the best pit crew, but that was the difference right there. Pitting at 1 lap earlier made a huge, paid dividends, honestly. And for us, it did as well. We qualified 18th. We were running 20th, 25th. Before the pit sequence, we were about 18th, right? Well, of course, we caught a couple lucky breaks. Rusty Wallace's blow up. Gordon doing the Watusi down the back stretch. We get to 11th. We realistically would have been 15th or 14th. I would have took that. But the difference between it, this is what championships are built on. The difference between 15th in points and coming home in 11th, that's a 12-point swing right there. That's 12 points. Not to mention, that's 3-point gain on Jeff Gordon right there. So that's 12 points that were put into our total right there. I'd say that's a God-given miracle. So let's look through the rest of the running order here. Let's see where everyone kind of files out here. And tough break for Edwards and Rusty Wallace. They're going to be the bottom of the barrel today here from the Protection 1 400 at Kansas Speedway. So, anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. The next race is going to be Darlington. It's going to be a night race, 400 miles. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. Upload these videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can hit that notification bell and not miss any of the new Thunder content. Robert Yates Racing dominates Kansas. Who is going to win at Darlington? It's going to be fun. Attaboy to Kevin Harvick getting the top 5. Good run for that Richard Childress Racing group. With all that being said, folks, Diecast Buffet signing off.